Have you ever wondered why, every time you're about to take a big step, something arises to try and stop you? As if an invisible force is determined to hinder your progress? The truth is that you, as a chosen one, carry a power that darkness cannot tolerate. Demons know that if you achieve true spiritual elevation, you will become untouchable to them, and worse still, you could guide others out of the darkness. They want to keep you stagnant, trapped in a cycle of struggles and confusion, because every time you try to rise, you threaten the structure of control they desperately try to maintain. Do you feel the weight of these attacks? They are not random. Every doubt, every seemingly insurmountable obstacle, every toxic person crossing your path is part of a strategy to block your ascension. The forces of darkness fear what you could become, a beacon of light that exposes their weaknesses and dissolves their traps. They know that if you reach your true strength, you will be an unstoppable force, and every chosen one who awakens threatens to topple the sandcastle they've built. Your light, when fully ignited, not only illuminates your path but also destroys the shadows trying to surround you. But why all this desperation? Because your ascension is not just personal, it is a direct affront to the power they try to exert over this world. Your connection to the divine is a cry for freedom that echoes beyond you, breaking the chains they've used to bind so many others. They know they cannot allow you to rise, because once that happens, your influence will spread like wildfire, igniting hearts and minds. Want to know how to escape these bonds and finally free yourself? Stay with me and discover how the chosen ones are destined to win this spiritual war. As a chosen one, you carry a flame that challenges the very foundations of the forces of darkness. Your light is not just a manifestation of your essence but also a direct call to change and transformation. The demons see this and feel the danger it poses to their existence. Every chosen one has the potential to become a beacon of hope, a source of inspiration that can free those trapped in the chains of darkness. And it is precisely this possibility that makes the darkness desperately try to prevent you from reaching your spiritual elevation. Each step toward your true essence is a blow against their dominion. For these malevolent forces, allowing the chosen ones to rise means losing the control they exert over humanity. Imagine you are a stone thrown into a calm lake. The waves of your spiritual ascension reverberate far beyond you, impacting everyone around you. This ripple effect is what the darkness fears most. Your light, when fully awakened, dissolves the shadows enveloping those who have not yet realized their own power. The demons know that once you truly connect with your purpose, you will not only become untouchable but also open the eyes of many, destroying the influence they have fought so hard to maintain. Every awakened chosen one is like a star shining brighter, overshadowing the darkness's attempts to hide the truth. Your presence challenges the status quo, showing others that there is a way out, a path beyond fear and spiritual oppression. The demons understand that if they do not stop you, more and more people will begin to see the light through you. This creates a chain of awakening, where each soul touched by your presence becomes a point of resistance, a beacon of strength and courage that they cannot extinguish. That is why they attack with such intensity, trying to stifle your light before it becomes an uncontrollable flame. But how exactly do they try to stop you? They do not use only direct attacks but also subtle and deceptive tactics, manipulating your emotions, planting doubts and despair. The demons know your weaknesses and seek to exploit them to keep you trapped in a cycle of frustration and helplessness. They know that if they can distract you with daily struggles and inner fears, they can prevent you from achieving the clarity needed to see your true mission. It is a silent and constant battle, where each victory you achieve is a step closer to freedom, and each stumble is an opportunity for them to pull you back. Still, your light is something they cannot fully control. Even when you feel exhausted and pressured, it continues to shine, seeking ways to expand and connect with the divine essence. Every chosen one is, by nature, resilient. This inner resistance is what makes you keep fighting, even when it seems the world is against you. And the demons know this. They know that no matter how much they try to imprison you with their traps, you have the ability to free yourself and ascend to heights they cannot reach. To prevent this ascension, they need to act in your most vulnerable moments, trying to make you doubt who you really are. Trying to convince you that your light is not enough, that your purpose is insignificant. But nothing could be further from the truth. Every desperate attempt to bring you down is, in fact, proof that they know how powerful you can become. And that is exactly why you must prepare to face these challenges, because your ascension is not just a personal journey, it is an act of resistance and liberation that can inspire many others to follow the same path. It is at this moment that true discernment flourishes, allowing you to see clearly what needs to be left behind to achieve spiritual ascension. At this point, when you, as a chosen one, begin to distance yourself from the world's distractions and noises, you find in isolation a powerful tool for spiritual strengthening. This period of withdrawal, often interpreted as loneliness, is actually a time of inner construction. It is here that you begin to hear the divine voice more clearly and, at the same time, silence the voices that try to divert you from your path. The demons know that during this isolation, you become able to discern what truly matters and eliminate the negative influences that surround you. That is why they try at all costs to prevent you from disconnecting from the chaos, because they know that once you strengthen yourself, it will be much harder to divert you. During these moments of deep introspection, you begin to connect with the truth of your being and see what needs to be transformed in your life. This is a painful process, as you are forced to confront not only your own limitations but also the people and situations that bind you to a reality that no longer corresponds to your growth. Loneliness, which could be seen as a curse, reveals itself as a blessing, as it allows you, chosen one, to see beyond appearances and recognize the true nature of the energies around you. In this sacred space of self-discovery, confusion dissipates and a clarity emerges that frightens those who wish to keep you blind. The demons, realizing they have lost control over your external distractions, seek other ways to interfere. They try to surround you with fears, painful memories, and doubts, in a desperate attempt to break this spiritual bond you are creating. But the more they try to reach you, the more evident your strength becomes. Isolation becomes a protective shield, a place where you find yourself and rebuild yourself, stone by stone, until none of your old weaknesses can be used against you. It is in this inner refuge that your light strengthens, becoming a beacon that the demons cannot extinguish. As you advance on this path of self-knowledge, the ties that bound you to the past begin to break. You realize that to achieve your true elevation, it is necessary to detach from everything that no longer serves you, relationships, habits, and even thoughts that limited your vision. The demons, however, try to keep these ties alive, using people and situations as chains that pull you back into a cycle of suffering and stagnation. They know that once you free yourself, there will be no way to manipulate you anymore, and that terrifies them. With each link broken, you come closer to your true essence, and they lose a little more of the control they so value. When you finally free yourself from these invisible chains, you begin to understand that this process of detachment is what truly connects you to the divine. Isolation, far from being an escape, reveals itself as a reunion with what is essential. Without the distractions and bonds that weakened you, you begin to see the world with new eyes. Your discernment sharpens, allowing you to precisely identify each trap placed in your path. The demons, seeing that their attempts at manipulation have failed, realize that you are no longer someone they can easily control. And it is precisely at this moment, when you stand strong and determined, that you begin to develop the gift of spiritual discernment. With this new ability, you not only see the world as it truly is, but you also become immune to the deceptions that once paralyzed you. You transform into a conscious and vigilant being, capable of detecting the slightest attempt of negative interference. And it is here that the demons understand that you, as a chosen one, are truly ready to face the challenges they will still try to place in your path. And for this inner strength to solidify, it is necessary to definitively cut the ties that still try to bind you to the material plane, preventing you from reaching true spiritual freedom. This means you will have to work on detachment. Detachment is one of the most challenging stages that the chosen one must face. During this phase, you realize that many of the things you considered essential are actually chains that prevent you from flying. Relationships, habits, and thought patterns that once seemed safe and familiar reveal themselves as invisible chains that keep you trapped in a state of stagnation. It is a painful and often lonely moment, as it requires almost superhuman courage to let go of what is comfortable and launch into the uncertainty of a new life. The demons, aware of this process, will do everything to rekindle these bonds, using people and situations to try to make you believe that you need these connections to be happy and complete. As you free yourself from these chains, a mix of relief and pain arises. Relief at finally freeing yourself from an invisible burden, but also the pain of leaving behind people and situations that, at some point, brought comfort and security. This is a process of deep transformation, where you, chosen one, begin to see things clearly as they truly are. The illusions dissipate and, with them, the traps that the demons created to keep you trapped. You begin to see that by letting go of these anchors, you are not losing anything, but gaining the freedom to be who you truly are. And it is precisely this perception that the demons fear, because they know that without these bonds, you become immune to their manipulations. As you progress on this journey of self-liberation, the demons intensify their attempts to pull you back into the old cycle of dependence and stagnation. They use close people, trying to make you feel guilty for withdrawing or leaving certain situations behind. But you, now more conscious and awake, begin to perceive these attempts for what they truly are, strategies to keep you trapped in a cycle of suffering. With this clarity, you become increasingly determined to break all ties that are not aligned with your spiritual purpose. And with each step you take toward your true essence, the forces of darkness lose even more control over you. This process of detachment is not just about cutting external ties, but also about freeing yourself from internal bonds. Thoughts, fears, and limiting beliefs that for so long shaped your view of yourself and the world need to be transformed. This is the moment when you confront the shadows within yourself and decide not to allow them to guide your life any longer. You, chosen one, understand that you will only achieve true spiritual elevation if you completely free yourself from these internal influences. And when that happens, you become a fully conscious being, capable of shaping your reality according to your true will. With each bond cut, you feel lighter, freer, and realize that you are moving towards something much greater than you ever imagined. The demons, realizing that their manipulation strategies have failed, begin to feel the weight of their own impotence. They see that the more you detach, the stronger you become. With each broken chain, you gain a clarity that allows you to see beyond the illusions they created. And it is this clarity that begins to transform you into an invulnerable being, one who can no longer be manipulated or controlled by the forces of evil. Now, you understand that this detachment is, in fact, a rite of passage, a preparation for something even greater. By freeing yourself from these chains, you not only elevate yourself but also prepare to develop an even deeper and more powerful ability, spiritual discernment. With this new perception, you will be able to see through all the illusions and traps that may arise in your path. And it is at this point that the demons understand that they will no longer be able to deceive you because you have reached a level of consciousness where their tactics become useless. If you feel alone and misunderstood as a chosen one, our ebook is a valuable resource. Find guidance to light your path and understand your unique gifts. Get it now and gain access to our exclusive Discord community, where you'll find support and understanding. Join us and share your experiences in a welcoming space. Plus, gain access to unique and exclusive content. Check out the pinned comment here on the video. With the freedom gained after detachment, you begin to explore a new dimension of your existence, spiritual discernment. This gift, which develops gradually, allows you to see beyond appearances and perceive the true intentions hidden behind people and situations. Spiritual discernment is like a beacon that illuminates the darkest paths, revealing what is hidden from common eyes. The demons know that once you master this ability, their tactics of deceit and manipulation will become useless. They will then try to cast a smokescreen, creating distractions and confusion to draw you away from the clarity that protects you so much. The journey to developing spiritual discernment begins with the realization that not everything that glitters is gold. You understand that many opportunities and people that cross your path, seemingly harmless or even beneficial, may hide spiritual traps. This awareness brings a new perspective on life and the world around you. You, chosen one, start to question everything, look deeper, and seek what lies behind intentions and words. With this, it becomes increasingly difficult for the forces of darkness to deceive you because you have learned not to be swayed by appearances. However, this process of honing spiritual discernment is not easy. It requires practice, dedication, and, above all, courage to face uncomfortable truths. Often, you will have to confront painful realities about close people or paths you once considered right. This is a moment of deep introspection, where you learn to trust your intuition and your connection with the divine to make decisions. At this point, the demons will try to cast doubts in your mind, making you question your own perceptions. But the more you resist these destabilizing attempts, the stronger your ability to discern what is true and what is illusory becomes. Spiritual discernment also allows you to identify when something is out of harmony with your energy and purpose. You begin to feel a sort of discomfort when approaching situations or people that are not aligned with your truth. This discomfort is the signal that you, chosen one, need to distance yourself and redirect your energy towards something more positive and constructive. It is as if you have acquired X-ray vision that allows you to see the true essence of things, thus avoiding falling into spiritual traps and snares that would have gone unnoticed before. With this new power, you become increasingly aware of the subtle influences that the forces of darkness try to exert in your life. Empty promises, toxic relationships, and deceptive opportunities become clear warning signs. And, unlike before, when you might still have felt tempted to explore these options, now you are able to see the danger from afar and change your path. This level of perception brings unshakable security because you know you can no longer be deceived by false glitters or seductive promises. From this clarity, you begin to connect even more deeply with your spiritual mission, knowing that nothing can divert you from the path that has been laid out for you. And it is precisely this ability to see beyond illusions that makes you, chosen one, an even greater threat to the forces of darkness. For now, not only are you immune to their manipulations, but you can also help others see the truth, further weakening the power of the shadows. The demons, aware that their strategies are failing, find themselves forced to use their oldest and most effective weapons, material temptations. The forces of darkness, realizing that their deception strategies are failing, resort to these temptations as a last resort to divert you. They offer promises of wealth, power, and immediate pleasures, trying to seduce you with everything that might seem attractive to worldly eyes. But you, with your heightened spiritual vision, know that these offers are merely poison bait designed to draw you away from your purpose and block your spiritual growth. These temptations are carefully disguised as unique and promising opportunities. It might be an irresistible job offer, an engaging personal relationship, or even a fleeting moment of pleasure that seems harmless. However, each of these situations carries a subtle trap aimed at diverting you from your path and ensnaring you in the webs of material desire. It is easy to be seduced when seeking comfort and stability, but you, chosen one, must remember that your mission transcends the material plane. Succumbing to these temptations is like trading gold for dust, exchanging a divine inheritance for earthly crumbs. The true battle here is not just against external temptations but also against the internal desires they awaken. You may feel an intense internal struggle between following your spiritual path or giving in to the ease and pleasures of the world. But it is precisely at this crossroads that your faith and determination are tested. Each choice you make strengthens or weakens your connection with the divine. Remember, the forces of darkness know exactly what your vulnerabilities are and will use everything they can to exploit these weaknesses. But by resisting, you prove to yourself that nothing in this world can divert you from your true purpose. Resisting these temptations is a silent yet powerful victory. Each time you choose the light over the shadows, your spirit strengthens, and your connection with the divine deepens. This resistance sends a clear message to the forces of darkness: you are no longer for sale, no longer deceived by fleeting illusions. With this clarity, you become a spiritual fortress, unshakable in the face of the trials and snares of the world. The demons, frustrated, see that their tricks are losing strength, for the chosen one who resists material temptations becomes a true warrior of light. By transcending these earthly desires, you begin to realize that true treasure is not found in material possessions but in the peace, balance, and harmony that come from a life aligned with your spiritual mission. It is this realization that makes you even stronger and more determined to follow the path that has been set for you. The material distractions that once seemed so attractive now reveal themselves for what they really are: mere illusions trying to overshadow the greatness of your journey. And by moving away from these traps, you become a source of inspiration for other chosen ones who are also facing the same trials. But the forces of darkness do not give up easily. If they cannot divert you through external temptations, they will try to reach you from within, using your own emotions against you. They know that if they can disturb your inner peace, they can undermine your strength and weaken your connection with the divine. It is at this moment that the most intense battle of all begins, the fight against inner demons. The forces of darkness know well the recesses of your mind and heart, and it is there that they will try to shake you. Fear, doubt, resentment, all these emotions can become open doors for negative influence, corroding your spiritual strength from the inside out. That is why these internal attacks are even more dangerous than any external temptation. If they can make you feel alone, helpless, or unworthy, they can break your resistance and make you question even your own mission. These internal battles are fought in silence, away from the eyes of the world, but they are incredibly intense. In moments of anguish, you may feel you are alone in this fight, that no one understands the weight you carry. But know that this is precisely the goal of the forces of darkness, to isolate you emotionally, making you feel weak and incapable. Every doubt that arises, every fear that paralyzes you, is an attempt to prevent you from connecting with your divine essence and strengthening yourself spiritually. The demons know your weak points and will try, at all costs, to exploit each one of them. However, it is precisely in these moments that you must remember that the true strength of the Chosen One does not come from outside but from within. It is in the darkness that the light shines brightest, and every negative emotion you face and overcome becomes a stepping stone to even greater elevation. By recognizing these feelings without allowing them to dominate you, you close the doors that the demons try to use to reach you. You begin to understand that fear is merely a shadow that disappears when confronted with the light of discernment. The power to resist these attacks comes from your ability to keep your faith firm, even when everything seems to be falling apart around you. Over time, you learn to identify these emotions and neutralize them before they grow. Perhaps fear tries to paralyze you when you are about to take a big step in your spiritual journey. Or doubt whispers in your ear when you start to trust your intuition more and less in mundane logic. But with the discernment you have acquired, it becomes easier to recognize that these feelings do not define who you are. They are merely temporary challenges that arise to test and strengthen you even more. Each victory over these inner demons is a confirmation that you are on the right path, that your light is far more powerful than any darkness. By facing and overcoming these internal battles, you free yourself from the invisible chains that the forces of darkness try to place on you. Your confidence grows, your connection with the divine deepens, and you become even more immune to attempts at spiritual manipulation and sabotage. The demons, realizing that they can no longer control you from within, despair. Each time you resist these internal attacks, your aura expands, and your light becomes brighter, repelling any negative energy that approaches. You, Chosen One, are becoming an impenetrable fortress, a soul that cannot be corrupted or diverted. Chosen ones who reach this spiritual depth understand that their faith is not just a belief but a living source of power that protects and guides them. And it is precisely this power that the demons fear. They know that as long as the Chosen One's faith remains strong, any attack attempt will be futile. This faith acts as an impenetrable wall, blocking all assaults of darkness and keeping the Chosen Ones safe on their journey. With this strengthened faith, the Chosen Ones not only become invincible but also radiate a light that transforms everything around them. It is as if every prayer, every moment of deep connection with the divine, generates waves of energy that dissipate the shadows and illuminate the path for others. The demons, realizing the impact of this light, do everything they can to weaken the faith of the Chosen Ones, trying to sow doubts and fears in their hearts. But those Chosen Ones who remain firm, who refuse to give in to external pressures, become beacons of hope and inspiration. Their presence becomes a constant reminder that, even in the most difficult circumstances, the light always prevails. Prayer, in this context, becomes a powerful tool. It is not just a ritual but a direct channel of communication with the divine. When the Chosen Ones pray, they invoke protection, clarity, and strength, creating a shield that the demons cannot penetrate. Every word spoken with faith is a spiritual sword that cuts through any negative energy that tries to approach. The Chosen Ones who master this practice can transform environments, dissipating negativity and bringing peace and harmony wherever they are. And it is precisely this that the demons fear, the ability of the chosen ones to transform the environment around them, increasingly weakening the dominion of darkness. But it is not just protection that faith provides. It also guides the chosen ones, showing them the way forward and revealing the divine plans for their lives. Those who are connected to this higher force can see beyond appearances, understanding the true nature of the challenges they face. They understand that every obstacle, every attack, is an opportunity to grow and strengthen their inner light even more. And by overcoming these challenges, the chosen ones not only elevate themselves but also elevate all those around them. Their journey becomes a living proof that, with faith and determination, it is possible to overcome anything. And it is precisely this strength and determination that leave the demons desperate. They know that if they cannot shake the faith of the chosen ones, their power will be doomed. Every chosen one who stands firm in their faith is a defeat for the darkness, a light that shines intensely and draws others out of the darkness. The demons understand that as long as the chosen one's faith remains intact, any attack attempt will be futile. And that is why they try, at all costs, to divert the chosen ones from their connection with the divine. But those who remain steadfast, who refuse to yield, become true spiritual fortresses, unshakable and unreachable. In the end, it is this connection with the divine that makes all the difference. The chosen ones who understand the true power of faith know they are not alone, that they have a greater force by their side, ready to guide and protect them. And it is precisely this understanding that makes them invincible. The demons, realizing this, become even more desperate, knowing they cannot stop those who walk with the divine. And that is exactly why, the stronger the faith of the chosen ones, the weaker the power of darkness becomes. In the end, the light always prevails. Chosen one, you now understand why the demons fight so desperately to prevent your elevation. Your light, your strength, and your faith are powerful weapons against darkness, capable of transforming realities and inspiring those around you to awaken to their own spiritual journeys. You carry a power they cannot control, a connection with the divine that defies all the forces trying to keep you bound. Every battle, every challenge, and every attempt to divert you from your purpose only reinforces who you truly are, a spiritual warrior guided by a greater mission. It is essential that you never forget the impact your spiritual elevation can have on the world. By keeping your faith strong and your light shining intensely, you become a living example of the transformative power of the divine. Your path is not easy, but it is precisely this journey that reveals your true strength and purpose. Every time you win an internal or external battle, you not only strengthen your own soul but also pave the way for others to find the courage and inspiration to move forward. So, if you feel attacked or overwhelmed, remember, this is just a sign that you are on the right path. Continue to rise, keeping your connection with the divine and resisting the temptations and challenges that arise. Your light is needed, and by persisting, you show that nothing can stop one who is truly connected to their essence and purpose. Don't forget to check the pinned comment if you feel alone and misunderstood as a chosen one. In our ebook, find guidance to light your path and understand your unique gifts. Get it now and gain access to our exclusive Discord community, where you'll find support and understanding. Join us and share your experiences in a welcoming space. Plus, gain access to unique and exclusive content. If this content resonated with you, don't forget to leave your like on the button below and subscribe to the channel to be part of this community and follow our content. Turn on notifications to be notified of new videos and share this message with other chosen ones who need to hear this. Also, leave your comment below, sharing your experiences and challenges you've faced as a chosen one. And before you go, don't forget to watch the video recommended on the end screen. This video complements everything we discussed here and will bring even deeper insights into your journey as a chosen one. Remember, you are stronger than you think, and your light has the power to transform the world. Keep moving forward because chosen ones never give up. May your journey be blessed and illuminated. Thank you for staying with us until the end, and see you next time.